Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to episode 30 of Skill into Glory. And we're gonna start off by moving on to the skillers up and take a look at the new 5-star skiller that is Shikabala, the left winger from Sporting Lisbon, who actually has some pretty nice looking stats, especially for a silver. 74 shooting is not too bad, so hopefully we can score some awesome goals with him. Then we move on to the challenges. The first one is score 12 skill goals, the second one is beat your opponent with a juggling skill move, the third one is get a Rabona assist, the fourth one is score 2 fancy goals, the fifth one is score 10 goals with Shikabala, and the sixth and final one is win 10 games. So we move on to the new squad, and this is the team I decided to go with. It is in the 4-3-3, and then the third variation with 2 CDMs. And in goal we have Casillas, might not be the best goalkeeper, but goalkeepers overall in Ultimate Team are pretty bad. Then the 2 centre backs, we have Team of the Year Sergio Ramos, who looks pretty amazing. Already played 11 games with him, and he was absolutely awesome for me. And alongside him, we do have the other centre back from Real Madrid, that is Varane. Then as the right back, we have Carvalho with 90 pace from the Serie A. Then we move into the left back, that is Eliseo, who has some pretty awesome stats as well. He has, I think, some pretty decent free kicks too, so hopefully we can score a free kick with him. As you can see, as a left back, he looks pretty awesome. 87 pace and 80 physical as well. Then the first CDM is William Carvalho, also from Sporting Lisbon. He might not be the fastest, he only has 59 pace, but I've used this guy before and I didn't really notice it that much in game because he's actually pretty solid as well. Then a center mid, or sort of a center attacking mid, I guess, that is Uchan. He has 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. He looks absolutely amazing. I've played one game with him so far, and he scored 2 goals and also got 1 assist, which is pretty awesome. And the main reason why I decided to go with him was mainly because of the fact that Air Japes used this guy a lot, and he said so many good things about him. So that was kind of the main reason why I went with him as a center mid. And the other CDM is Nainggolan, looks like an absolute tank, his in-form version. Then a right winger, we have Gary Mackay. Steven is in-form card, 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and he's obviously a right winger instead of a center attacking mid, just like his default version. I've played 4 games with him so far, haven't scored a goal with him, but I think most of those games, I think all of those games pretty much, were when I decided to substitute him on, so he only played like 20 minutes in one game or so. So hopefully he will do some damage in this team, and the main reason why I went with this formation is also just to get this guy in, because I absolutely love Gary Mackay Steven, especially his center attacking mid version. Then a striker, we obviously have Sifchi, 5-star skill moves, and you seriously cannot go wrong with this guy. In my opinion, he's one of the best silver 5-star skillers in the game. And then a left winger, we do have Shikabala, and I've used this guy a lot in season 1 of Skill into Glory, scored a lot of goals with him as well. I did play a few games with him, 15 games, scored 5 goals, which might not be the best, but hopefully we can score a few more goals with him and some awesome skill goals as well. So yeah, that is pretty much a team. As always, links to the squad will be in the description down below, so you can check it out yourselves. Then we picked up 2 new kits. The home kit is going to be from the Turkish league, that is Fenerbahce, and the away kit is the away kit from Sevilla from the Liga BBVA. So those are pretty much the 2 kits that we are gonna use. Then we move on, and it will be the first game of this episode, and we come against a pretty bad team, mainly some Borussia Dortmund players, only 56 chemistry, so I did not really expect much from this guy. And we start things off in the 5th minute already with Shikabala. I first thought we maybe could have picked up a penalty there, but the referee decided to let it go. Then in the 19th minute, we have Sifchi on the ball though, with some lovely skill moves, went for a Rabona shot, but the goalkeeper saved it quite easily. Then just before half-time, we got through with Sifchi. I completely failed the step overs, and all of a sudden we got fouled, and we actually do pick up a penalty. So it is Shikabala stepping up for it, but his goalkeeper Weidenfeller actually managed to save it. So that was actually a big opportunity, completely wasted. Probably should have been 1-0, but then in the 45th minute we got through with Shikabala with some lovely skill moves, and we finally do make it 1-0 to pick up his first goal and also pick up the first skill goal. Then we move on in the second half. We do have Sifchi on the ball. We go with 2 ball rolls. We play it off there to Shikabala, where we pretty much go 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. We do take him out with the roulette. We go with the fake Rabona to a lovely fancy shot, and we put it into the back of the net as well to make it 2-0. Pick up his second goal, pick up the second skill goal, and also the first fancy shot, which is absolutely awesome. Then in the 85th minute we got through with Gary Mackay Steven, hoping to get that second fancy finish going, but it just ended up being a bit of a regular shot. But nonetheless though, we do pick up the third skill goal, which is nice. And then in the 90th minute we got fouled, where we actually got a player send off. I think that is Subotic, who picked up his second yellow card. So towards the end of the game, my opponent had to play with 10 men, but I think it was only for 1 or 2 minutes or so, which wasn't really that bad. But anyway, guys, we won the game with 3-0. You can maybe see from the stats that we pretty much convert all of our chances, since we only had 3 shots on target, and my opponent did not really create anything whatsoever. So we move on into the final game of this episode, and we came up against some sort of a Spanish kind of team. As you can see, a lot of Spanish players in his team, also a few players from the Serie A, and he actually had 2 players with attribute cards. I think Pedro and also his goalkeeper Bravo. And we getting started off with Shikabala straight from kickoff, a lovely skill run. And then look at what his goalkeeper is doing. I mean, he had an attribute card and still he just couldn't save the ball properly. I mean, I was so confused when that happened. Like, this just proves that goalkeepers are so bad this year in FIFA 15. It's absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, we make it 1-0. A pretty sweet goal from Shikabala. Then like 14 minutes later, again Shikabala on the ball, and we do make it 2-0. So within 13 minutes, we scored 2 pretty sweet skill goals with Shikabala, and we pretty much continue on. In the 17th minute, we have Uchan on the ball. A lovely rainbow flick to a scissor kick, which his goalkeeper saved quite easily. Then in the second half, we picked up a free kick, and we do hit the post. Very, very unlucky there. Could have been a sweet free kick as well. Then in the 86th minute, we do have the ball once again with Shikabala, obviously trying to pick up his 3rd goal, since we already scored 2 goals with him in this game. And I don't know what his defenders were doing, but we had a lot of space there. We went for the shot, but this time his goalkeeper saved it. So we won the game 2-0. 2 lovely goals from Shikabala, and again, my opponent did not really create anything in that game whatsoever. So we move on to the skill is up, and as you can see right there, we currently have scored 4 goals so far with Shikabala, which is not too bad after 2 games. And we obviously have 13 games left with the Shikabala skill squad. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. And if you can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. Also, let me know in the comments down below if I should change the pack system or not, because some of you actually requested that I should change the 5 packs to like the certain amount of games we have left. So for example, in the previous episode, we completed all the challenges with the Alazinho skill squad, and we actually had 9 games left, I do believe. So that meant that we got to open 9 packs instead of the usual 5. Let me know in the comments down below if that's a good idea or not, and I will implement it from pretty much this point onwards. So let me know in the comments down below, would be very much appreciated. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.